Hey everybody, Hookasman here. Today we're bringing you a flavor. It's by Mazaya. It's orange cream with molasses. We've done a couple of Mazaya reviews now and keep harping on how much the juice, and it's so juicy we can't show you the sheesh. And this French tobacco, I'm going to show you the inside of the can. It's double wrapped, and that's the inside of the inside of the can, and it's just incredibly, incredibly juicy. And I think that's what's making this one of our more dominant smoking shishas that we have. And initially, I'm always concerned when we smoke anything with orange. I always tell these guys, like, if this orange is just too citrusy or if it's not juicy enough, it's going to burn and it's going to get bad, really fast. And I haven't had that issue yet. The cream, I think, is actually what's keeping everything together. It blends really well. And I always love this company. So let's get into this. How do you feel about the name accuracy?
Like you said, with the cream and the orange, you definitely taste both. It's not one of those things where the citrus is overpowering, or you don't taste the cream at all, or it doesn't taste like orange, it just tastes like you're inhaling smoke because nothing is really there. No, you definitely taste both. Like you said about the juice, and he was talking about being double wrapped. When we say double wrapped, we mean it's in a foil, hard-ass, like sealed Ziploc package, and then inside that package there's saran wrap, probably like 3 or 4 times over, and that juice still leaks out. So like you said, with the juice, it just really contributes to that flavor.
And I think it helps the smoke.
Definitely. You know, you get big clouds. Like you said, that flavor, you really taste the orange, you really taste the cream. They're both incredibly there, and it's a really good mix. And a lot of other companies don't do it near as well as Mazaya's done it this time. Like you said, we're always skeptical with both citrusy anything and then light flavors like vanilla, cream, anything that's just like some really light spice. There's just a chance you won't taste it, and that's just not how it is here. What about you, Token? How are you feeling?
I think the name accuracy is very correct. I really taste the orange. Like, it tastes just like the Skittle if you get the
Orange Skittles, okay.
Like you're just going through a phase of a little trail of orange Skittles.
Okay. Now, it isn't as orangey as you would say maybe like Tropicana or Sunny D, right?
Nah.
It's
not that citrus.
Not overpowering.
Okay. And not overpowering. It's more like a mellow, like a laid back, like a relaxed, like stroll.
Okay.
How do you feel about like the longevity? I personally feel that it powers through the cools pretty well. What do you think?
It's a nice burn.
Yeah.
It's really smooth. It's pulling nice clouds. It's doing the job.
I feel like after 30 minutes, most shishas can't really stand up to the last end of the coals, but the way the coconut coals are made, it's just, it blends and it mixes so well with any type of shish. So coconut coals are always that recommendation to have. Longevity, in my opinion, I think the shish can outlast the coals. I don't think I change anything about this. Just for the fact that if I changed anything with the orange, it'd be too citrusy, or it'd be too tangy. And if I changed anything with the cream, I think it wouldn't blend as well.
I have to say, longevity-wise, and anytime you're messing with, like I said, those light flavors, you really do have to worry about it burning. With us, we always run a really high heat setup, so the 4 coals on top, you know, that's on a lot of coals, especially with coconut coals. You get some smaller square coals, and you can put 4 on no problem. We always start off with 4, but we put the 4th on top, and especially with this flavor, I think it's pretty important because these lighter flavors, they're really easy to mess up. And Mazaya's isn't near as easy to mess up as some of the others. It's still, you would
have to try to mess this up.
Yeah. You could definitely, like, if we just did all 4 coals ham on top to begin with, it can burn, and then you start getting that burnt orange taste, which is a fault of a lot of things, but all things considered, as far as the citrus flavors go, I definitely think the longevity of this particular brand is better than the rest.
And I think that makes it a really friendly type of shish to get. Like, if I was in the smoke shop and I saw this, I would personally recommend anybody to pick this up because it's, like we said, it's hard to mess it up. And that's a really big problem with people that are just getting into it, that something's not right about the bowl, or something's not right about the coals they're using, and this will really make it a good, enjoyable smoke session. I would smoke this with my homies, my boys, but I would smoke it with any of my friends. If I was having a party over here, this would be something that I would have on hand at all times to just sit there and smoke with.
I have to agree. I'd say this is definitely, I wouldn't call this your first go-to when you have somebody brand new to it over, because the light flavors in it, you know, citrus as well with cream, it's hard to pick up both if you don't know what you're looking for. It's definitely more of a refined flavor, and you can mistakenly feel some citrus sting and think that it's a burn, and it's not. You just keep hitting it and it goes away. So I would say definitely it's a little more refined. It's definitely not up there. It's not one of those ones that you have to know what you're doing to appreciate, but I'd say it's slightly above beginner as far as appreciating all the flavors in it go. What do you think?
It's definitely a more mellow of the flavor, more of a relaxed setting, if that's what you're looking for. Not like I wouldn't say brand new people, not somebody you're introducing to it, but when you're with some people you could chill with, you know, just relax. This is definitely a great Shisha to pick up. Okay. It leaves a great aura in the room. The smell is wonderful.
God, this smells amazing.
Yes, the smell. We need to harp on the smell for a minute. Again, with Mazaya, you open their box and it just permeates the atmosphere, and this is no exception. The whole place smells like orange now. It just is incredibly saturated. The whole apartment smells like orange.
You guys growing an orange tree in your apartment?
Yeah, the smell is incredibly enjoyable. So if you do have somebody new over and they're not ready to try it yet, and they just want to see what it's like, this is definitely a good flavor to get them used to how hookah can change an atmosphere, because they're going to be sitting there and they're going to smell this and they're going to be curious.
Now, any review needs this part. Is the fact, would you change anything about this? Is there anything in here that you would think that would make this excel? Or if there's anything in here that you think maybe shouldn't be there?
For me, no. The only thing I'd stress is to be careful with the amount of heat you're putting on, because like with the citrus and the light flavors, it's very easy to make it turn sour if you don't set it up just right.
I'd have to agree with that. Make sure your heat setup can really mess up orange. And orange anything, or like orange any flavor, because it's very light. It's a delicate sheesh. So just watch your heat setup anytime you're dealing with orange, but you can't go wrong with orange.
So overall, what do you think you'd give this rating wise?
I personally can't find anything wrong with it. I give it a 10.
Give it a 10.
Very nice, very nice. You?
Me? The citrus flavors now, I might be a bit biased because the light flavors and the citrusy, I have a pretty high scale on those. We reviewed the lemon mint. That was like the epitome of perfect. This one, because it's a little bit easier to burn, I'd say I give this one a 7. But it's excellent. Like we said, not more of your intermediate, but definitely if you know what you're doing, it's very enjoyable, and I would buy it again. Not necessarily something I'd have it stocked at all times, but I would certainly buy this again. What about you, Sarge?
Me and you are on different sides of the table. I like it. Some of the things, just key things, is that the orange is there, the cream helps it, it blends. The smoke is great, the coals are great, and overall, the blend of the sheesh really makes it that much more enjoyable. I like it a lot. I'm personally going to give this a 9. There's nothing I would change. I maybe a little bit more cream. I feel like vanilla would actually kind of benefit it.
I could see that.
A vanilla cream with it, but I like a 9. There's nothing wrong with it.
I could see vanilla cream.
But overall, hey, we appreciate you guys stopping by and watch our YouTube reviews. We'll probably have one like up here for you guys to click on if you want to keep watching. As always, Hookah's Men are here, and we're out. Have a good night.
Like and subscribe.
Wow.